Hey guys!
Alright guys, we're here today on Monday to do one of our infamous double headers, starting off with a Patreon request from this patron right here. Asked us to check out a band called Sonic Haven. The name of the song is Vagabond. Alright, I think these guys have an album coming out at some point in time, or came out already on Frontiers Music, but I think that's pretty much all that I know about them. I don't know exactly the sound or the style or what we're getting ourselves into, but I could swear there's either an album in the horizon or there's one behind us already released by them. I think it's their debut album too on Frontiers.
So we're just diving into this one.
Yeah, I figure. I mean, if they're with Frontiers, normally it's more like, you know, power metal or classic heavy metal, hard rock. It's going to be along those. It's not deathcore.
Yeah.
I don't think Frontiers Music has one single deathcore band signed.
So I think we're going a safe route.
Yeah, there is a paradigm as far as the bands that are signed to that label. So it's going to be something within that scope. All right, so it's not going to be a complete shock or surprise once you press play and you listen to what they have to say. You ready for this though?
Yeah.
All right. What did I say? See? I knew they were signed to Frontiers Music. All right. You go first. Because people always say that I talk too much and I never give you a chance to speak your mind.
And those people are stupid.
I don't know. Sometimes maybe. I mean, I do like to hear my own voice, but...
Some songs you do, but I usually start off every single time after...
Not really. Sometimes I tell you to start off and then I start talking and then I don't let you...
Exactly.
So, I mean...
Okay, so maybe those people are not completely stupid.
No, there is a point there. I don't think that happens all the time, but there is a point there. Anyways, go ahead.
I mean, you were right. It was power metal.
But I told you, with Frontiers, it's either classic heavy metal, symphonic, power metal, hard rock, rock. It's within that more classic genre of heavy music, or rock and roll, if you will. It doesn't really go outside of those boundaries. They don't have death metal bands. They don't have deathcore bands. They don't have metalcore bands. They don't have melodic death metal bands. They don't have black metal bands. That's not who they are. That's not their style. That's not their sound. So, but there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, knowing who they were signed to, it kind of gave me idea of the boundaries in which they were going to be in, right?
I'm completely happy with this one though. Completely happy with this one. I don't know. It gave me such a good vibe. Just the whole fast pace of it.
Oh, the song has incredible tempo.
Incredible. The vocals. The guy's voice is amazing. Like, especially in the chorus where he hits the high notes.
I wish he had done that a little bit more often.
Yeah, because
he has it in him. It's not
he was trying to be more controlled, but the times that it did happen, I was
especially at the end there.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved it. Also, I didn't want to say this because I didn't know if I'm gonna make a fool out of myself. But
what the fuck was that accent?
I don't know. But from the side angle, when I saw the lead singer walking for the first time with the hat on and everything, I thought he was Chris Jericho. When I saw him the first.
Not getting that vibe.
I'll show you after.
I'm not getting that.
That's what I thought.
He didn't show up with a list.
No.
You know what I mean?
But he did have a scarf on.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. He had like the...
Yeah, but it looked nothing like Le Champion. This guy looks like at least 3 feet taller than Le Champion.
Yeah. And a little less heavier.
And perhaps a little smaller ego than Le Champion. I don't know, man. I didn't get the Chris Jericho vibe. Lately, like, this guy had a neck. Lately, Chris Jericho has, like, no neck.
That's true.
So, I don't know where you're getting the Chris Jericho vibe. I mean, the hair, they're both blonde, okay?
Exactly.
But his hair is much longer than Chris Jericho, even then.
Yeah, no, I noticed it, but I'll show you after. It was just one little side angle that I thought he looked like Chris Jericho.
Okay, maybe. Maybe if that is true, that is it as far as resemblances are concerned between those two people. Because Chris Jericho would sell his left nut to sound like this guy.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like, so, it's almost like a backhanded compliment to compare this guy with Chris Jericho. I know you're not comparing them vocally. You're comparing them just from the looks, side angle, and a very like with the camera kind of dipping, with you slipping down,
and they're wearing clothes,
and it was foggy that day, and you can't see too well. It's kind of dark in this room. So under all of those circumstances, they look exactly the same. But outside of that, like, there's no possible comparison. I mean, this dude's vocals puts Jericho to shame. And I'm not saying Chris Jericho is not a good singer, because he is.
No, he is a good singer.
And I like Fozzy. I'm not here shitting on Fozzy, but his range and Chris Jericho's range, I mean, like, come on, let's stay in your lane. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's got to stay in their lane. And let's face the facts, they're both walking on two very different lanes. That's just kind of where we have to go with that. I enjoy the tempo of the song. I enjoy the movement. Fast song, energetic, fun to listen to. The vocals, there's nothing to say about the vocals. Just, like, nothing negative to say about the vocals. I really enjoyed the vocals.
Yeah.
I wanted a little bit more of that.
Of those high notes?
Of those high notes.
Yeah.
And the way he finished the song on that high note, that really called for it. You kind of have to have one of those. But I was hoping for a little bit more of that. Because it's there. You have it. It's part of your repertoire.
You have the tool, might as well use it.
Yeah, if you have the tools, use them. I'm not saying use it all the time, because then it starts to become a little bit redundant. But once in a while, in a song like this, in a song that doesn't... it's not a song that has ebbs and flows. It's a song that the way it starts and the way it finishes and everything in between is exactly the same. It's just a high-octane track. Even the solo doesn't slow the track down, because the solo has the same kind of momentum as the rest of the track has. So in a song that feels very linear from the perspective that it's moving in one direction, but it's not moving up and down, it's just moving straight forward, having a little bit of those vocals that kind of break the norm, that go outside the box, it would be interesting because it would give a different perspective to the listener. Like you're listening to it and suddenly like you go like, oh, that was cool. Then you're back into vibing and then it's like, oh, that was cool. So I'm not a fan of using it all the time, but specifically if the song already has ebbs and flows, you don't really need it that much. But for a song, in my opinion, that's very linear, it would be nice to kind of have something that kind of like makes you kind of like go back a little bit, like, oh, because this song you're into it. You're into it from beginning to end, but it doesn't have that aha moment. And by aha moment, I don't mean the band from Norway. I mean like that, whoa, that was cool. I wasn't expecting that. Like, and sometimes you kind of need that. Yeah. At least once or twice throughout the track, I think it would have been interesting. The only thing I would, besides that, the only other thing that I would like to have seen on this track, I wanted the drums to be slightly heavier. I'm not talking about blast beats.
No.
That's not what I'm talking about. But I felt that there was a few times where if the drums had a little bit more heaviness, a little bit more grounding of the sound, bring the volume a little bit lower, the song would feel like it would have even more power. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It would make the song, it would make the ground shake a little bit. This song needed the ground to shake a little bit to make this, because the song already has momentum, it's already moving, but sometimes it felt like a little bit light on its feet. So if the drums had not all the time, a few times, specifically as you exit either as you enter the chorus or as you exit the chorus or both, to have a little bit more oomph, it would ground the song a little bit, it would shake the ground, and it would give you those whoa moments. Like if you're not going to do it with the vocals, then you have to do it somehow.
Yeah.
So that would be like, oh, I felt that. And then it could go back to what it is, and then give you again, oh, those drums there, I felt that. Because taking it from the studio then to a live setting, on a live in a live performance, you need that ground shaking sound that you can that it vibrates through you, and you're not just sitting there and it's kind of passing through you. You don't want music to pass through you. You want to feel it, and the way you feel it is by giving me those ground shaking moments, those ultimate warrior moments. So that's it. That's the only two little things that I would point at. But then again, I'm not a musician, so what the fuck do I know?
Exactly.
But I'm not coming at this from I don't claim to know what I'm talking about.
We never claim to be professionals.
We've never claimed to be professionals at what we do. We're two dumb fucks watching music videos and talking out of our asses. That's pretty much what this channel is all about. But I'm coming at this from a fan's perspective. This is one of my greatest pet peeves at the moment, is people in the music business criticizing fans who don't agree with the music that they're releasing. So on one hand, if you like the music, oh, you guys are the best. You know when you hear something good. And then if you don't like the music, oh, who the fuck are you? You never study music. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Listen, just because, I've never made a movie in my life, but that doesn't mean I can watch a movie and not say that movie was shit or I like that movie. It's a personal taste.
Yeah.
I'm not coming at it from a professional angle. I'm coming at it from a fan who's listening to something that either likes or doesn't like. But there's some prima donnas out there that if you say something like, have you ever played guitar? What the fuck do you know?
They can't take constructive criticism.
Or criticism
in general.
Period. If you only want your peers to criticize your music, then don't release it to the audience, to the public. Then just create music and then give it to your friends for them to listen to. The moment you throw it out in the ether for people to listen to, you gotta take the good with the bad.
Yeah, because you're never just gonna get all good.
Yeah, and once again, I'm not coming any of the videos that we do, I'm not coming from an angle of expertise. I'm coming from a personal choice, personal taste perspective. This is how I would have liked it better. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I just want to put this out there because I see that a lot. Like, who the fuck are you to say this is no good? Or do you know? Can you do better? That's always can you do better? No, I cannot do better, but that doesn't mean I can't criticize something.
Exactly.
I don't know how to cook, but if my wife makes something, there's no salt in it, I can say it's absolute shit. You know what I'm saying? Just because I don't know how to make it, it doesn't mean I can't see something for what it is. All right, that's my rant of the day.
Okay.
On that note, guys, don't go anywhere. There's another video coming, and it's a video from a Canadian band. Fellow Canucks.
Yeah.
All right, I'm excited about that. I always want to give some love to fellow Canadians. So don't go anywhere. Click refresh, and we'll be right back with another video. See ya.
See ya.